Welcome to a show passionate about cars, but we also need to show love for our children. Yes, coming up in today's show, it's all about safety from your children's point of view. Child seats, not enough people across the region are using them. We're going to show you how to use them and why you should use them. Also coming up in this show is the Chevrolet Caprice, divided into three parts. I'm going to be looking at the technology, looking inside the car. I'm going to be taking it for a drive, but we've also invited a viewer to come on the show and have a drive. It's going to be Curram's turn to have a look at a car. Now, what are they driving? Well, it's someone from Radio 1. It's a lady that you can hear on Drive Time. Her name's Selena, and believe me when I tell you, she can talk. So what are we starting with? Well, it has to start with a car. And this week, the Caprice, the Chevrolet Caprice, is something that it's not just going to be my opinion. We invited Curram in to have a look at it. But first, I got my hands on it. Let's see whether what I say is the same as what our viewer says. Chevrolet needs no formal introduction, especially when the Chevrolet we're reviewing is the Chevrolet Caprice, especially when the Chevrolet Caprice is the SS model. It doesn't need me to build it up into something that it may not be. The Chevrolet Caprice SS already has a track record. But there are a few little things I want to point out about this car before we get into it. From the outside, you get a feeling of how long this car actually is in terms of the length. Now, we will get inside the car in a moment to have a look and see how that translates into cabin space. But for now, just have a look at the boot. The size is incredible. Let me put that into perspective for you. Watch. Not only in the length and the width point of view. If I had nowhere to live, I could live in here. Perhaps living in there is a bit extreme, but never let it be said that in gear doesn't test the cars thoroughly. And as far as the inside is concerned, well, it is huge in here. You get the impression that you're in a mansion. This is a mansion of a car. I mean, even with the seat on the lowest setting and as far back as it can go, at which point I can no longer reach the pedals. That's how much space I've got. Your passengers in the back have still got ample room. With regard to the layout in the car, well, everything is neat, it's average, it's nothing to write home about. The dials are easily visible. We've got the center console down here, which has a nice wide screen, so you know exactly where your AC is at, you know exactly where your tuning is at and what you're listening to on your CD. I do like the fact that it has got the option of auto on lights. I also like the fact that when I turn my engine off, the sunroof will automatically close. Now, I say that with a bit of a smile because those of you who follow me on Twitter will know that as the rain was falling here in the UAE, I left my sunroof open one night. I got into my car the next day and, well, let's just say I had a wet bottom for the remainder of the day. So for me, that is useful. This is a performance car designed for the whole family to enjoy. Not just because of the size, not just because of the convenience, but maybe because of the DVD screen for the children in the back. And it's not so difficult to see how easily it would be for the children to enjoy a DVD in a car this size. But we've said it before and we'll say it again. It doesn't matter how comfortable a car is. It doesn't matter how big it is. We can enjoy ourselves in our living room of our homes. This is a machine that should be driven. How does it perform? Well, I'll be testing it a little later. But before that, we brought in one of our viewers to give us his opinion.
The car is very impressive, even before I've entered the car. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is this. I'm going to start with a couple of negative points for this car. One, the steering feels a little bit heavy if you're like driving around town. And the second is the fuel consumption is way too high, since this car is like quite a big one. Having said that, this is one powerful car. The best thing about this car is the power is combined with luxury, and I get everything I need in this car. Look at this control panel. It's an integration of CD, DVD, radios, satellite navigation. What more can I want with this? Not only that, there is a DVD player for my passengers at the back. I do feel that I'm the king of this road when I'm driving this. This is a car for both business and pleasure. I can easily impress my clients by giving them a lift in this car. I can also impress my friends.
Now, don't forget, there are several ways you can get in touch with us. If you want to come on the show like Khurram did earlier, contact us in gear at city7tv.com. Drop us a line at our Facebook group, In Gear. You can now also keep up to date with the weekly proceedings at Twitter. Simply type in hashtag In Gear and find out what we're up to right now. You can also follow me on Twitter by simply typing in Adam Ketchell, no space. Also, if you've missed any of the episodes or you want to see them again, check out what I've said, check a specific test drive, you can go to YouTube, type in Gear TV Show or Adam Ketchell. In the meantime, don't go away. After the break, it's that lady, Selena, from Radio 1's Drive Time. Believe me, you don't want to miss it.